Try that other stuff. That's all scotch. Billy. They both good. I'm just going through a little bit by a little bit. Let me call Mosier to make sure you try either or. Get that little bitty glass right there. That's what I was about to grab.
Are you staying up today?
I know.
I didn't get out of Wanda.
You didn't take her out? Hello?
It's my radar.
Yeah, if you got like a regular, you got a headset that ever came with your, what's it called?
I'm about to go to bed.
Like your cell phone, or you got an iPhone? Okay, then probably not. Cause you could use a regular headset and plug it into the controller. You want some? You ain't got to. I'm gonna have mine on.
You want to try anal today?
No. If it do, I don't know, Mosier. No, let's do.
We're going on year 8 in marriage. When we gonna do it?
Alright, I'm gonna send you the invite. I'm gonna send you the invite again. Oh, you just sent it. Never mind. Yeah, stay there until I pop up. Yeah. It's one of them. No. Yep. So, let me holler. I'm gonna have my mic on, but Chris was trying to talk to me for a little bit. So, alright, yep. No, you good. Ooh. Huh? Don't you? I asked you to get you a
You're not gonna answer the question?
About anal?
Did you just turn that off?
The fan off, yes, because it was cold.
I don't remember you standing up there.
Yeah.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today.
Coach, the baseball regular season is wrapping up across the parking lot, but football season in full swing now at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow, that's a line. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Kelce, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends, attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events together in the offseason, and that chemistry, it certainly shows on the field. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Yellow, there's a line, right? Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Buying time to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Patrick Owasor gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a third and long. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
This for his running back, McCoy. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Brown. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Wells. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 48-yard line.
Mike. Yellow. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On 2nd down, Williams. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he whips that one incomplete there. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Right here.
They'll run it with McCoy. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Mahomes now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wells. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On play action, it's Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. He's looking deep for Bell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
What we got?
Again, they'll run with Ingram. Anthony Hitchens, 2nd in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's get it together. Go.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Ready? 59 mark. Check, 59. Pick it up.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 59. Mike 59. I got you. Mike, check. 59. Quarterback, go get number.
And the blitz does come. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First catch for Bryant. He's got a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Coming to you.
Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Tucker named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses.
It's
and
rare.
Excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Yellow. Three butt.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He finds McCoy. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 25 yards that time. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's get it.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. shotgun snap to Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
You can go for it on this, Mose, if you want to. I'm just suggest you don't, though. But you can go for it, just for the record. Get your reps in.
With me, long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. With it is Brown. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Darren Lee there to get him down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Jackson now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
It's a good pass, Moser. Normally I have my microphone the whole time, but I'm enjoying spending time talking to my wife. Now I got to baptize you in the true Omega spirit.
So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one.
God dang it, I ain't even ready for this. Go to bounds. You talking to Daddy Elsa dress?
It just doesn't feel right, does it?
How you doing?
I want Elsa dress.
I know you want Elsa dress. I want.
Daddy, can
I want.
Because it was August 28th. I'm fine shit.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know what.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as the Ravens push further out in front.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day. Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Alert. Alert. Hey, 15. 41's coming.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's go.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson now, over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to break up fourth. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.